Corey challenged you for a little bit tonight, but once you were able to get by him, you pulled away pretty much every time. Did you ever not feel in control or command of the race tonight?
No, not really. Really, I felt like, we had a really good shot at winning this thing last night after practice. Over the course of my career, I've built up a notebook on what trucks need to feel like to win, and last night felt like a winner to me. And, it certainly was. We were super dominant tonight. Fell off a little bit on the long run on the first run of the race in stage one. Corey was able to get by me, but we made one small change and, propelled us to victory. Joe does a great job. He is one bad dude when he is on his game, and there's nobody I'd rather go to battle with other than him to win a championship. So super proud of him and how he's prepared our guys to rise to the occasion when it counted, and our pit stops were phenomenal tonight. I feel like obviously our truck was great. I feel like I did a good job on the restarts, keeping control of the race, and that was the difference.
Steven Stump, FrontRush.com. Ty, when the laps were ticking down and it was clear that the 19 and the 9, their kind of fresher tires had worn out and they were all losing ground, kind of what was going through your head as you were, inching closer to the checkered flag, especially when we saw what happened at the end of last year's finale? Yeah,
it was probably the longest 20 laps of my life. Brandon Lyons was counting each lap down one by one. It's like, man, just skip a couple to make it seem like it's going a little bit quicker. Obviously you're waiting for that caution. And, that's obviously the last thing I wanted to see. We had a great truck on the short run and the long run tonight after the first stage. So, obviously the last thing I wanted to see was a yellow. But throughout the race, I felt like no matter what happened, we had a truck capable of fending off any type of challenger. In preparation for this race, I put a lot of emphasis on restarts because I felt like that's where the last two championships were decided was on restarts. So put a lot of emphasis on that, watched a lot of in-car cam from the Championship 4 last year and 2 years ago on what I could have done different in 2022 and how Ben won the championship last year. Just trying to perfect those restarts. That's where races are won and lost in the Truck Series. Track position is so important. I think Corey got me maybe on one restart. I don't know how many restarts we had when I was the leader, but he got me on one of them. And I was able to get him back in clean track. But, track position's king. We were able to hold on to a strong lead at the end of the race.